Bam, we're live. Welcome. Day 6 of 100. So imagine this. I've already done 54, and then I switched over to this. This is six. So that's 60 days of AI content. Every day you can go to the YouTube channel, the workshops, and you can find something about basically an AI prompt. Sometimes I'll get into the different technologies that AI offers. Anyhow, welcome, and we're getting into it. It's weekend. You guys work hard, so get back to enjoying it. But you can't sleep on this. You can sleep on it. You're just going to get beat by it. All right. So respect. This one's interesting. You either command it or you chase it. Bottom line. And bam, we're live over on TikTok. That took a second. Welcome all. All right. So here it is, right? Respect. You either command it or you chase it. I learned this very challenging. This was hard for me in the very beginning. I wanted to have more of I guess like a friendship with several of my employees. I didn't want to be babysitter. I didn't want to be a parent. I just wanted them to show up, be mature, do the job, and move on. And life doesn't work that way. People need to be directed, and people need to be commanded, let's say. So what ended up happening with a couple of my first few hires, it was a disaster. Because I was friendly with them and to them, they didn't respect me as the boss. Right? And it caused me many headaches and many problems. So I bring that up for you so that you don't have to suffer like I did on that forefront. All right. And then for those of you that are you're on the YouTube, you can see the video screen that I'm sharing. For those of you that are on TikTok, unfortunately, you're not able to see. And let's see, I'm getting a couple notifying here. All right. So anyway, here we are. We're into command respect or you chase it. So let's get into the presentation real quick. We'll keep this short. So here's what happens. Remodelers, I'm going to hit you with some truth. Most contractors think that leadership is just about barking out orders, checking in on the crew, or putting out the fires. That's not leadership. That becomes babysitting. Real leadership is like a weapon, and that is what's going to help you decide if you're going to outbid, outearn, and outlast your competition, or if you're just going to keep losing to the guys who really aren't even as good as you at swinging the hammer. They're just better at managing their business. So today's day 6, and here we crack into the leadership edge of a remodeler, right? And I'm going to show you how you can use an AI prompt to help uncover your style. You don't necessarily have to do it the way I did it. You work with what works for you. We all have different personalities. There's different leadership styles. All right. So you have to figure that out for you. We can help you figure that out if you don't know. So why leadership is your competitive edge? Look, most remodelers, I find you're losing jobs because you're reacting instead of leading, right? So if your crew doesn't trust you and they second guess you, then you end up having mistakes. You have to go back. There's clients. The clients see this. They see the chaos. They see the confusion, and they notice that your guys don't trust you. The minute you leave the job site, they're talking bad about you. They're doing something else. Right? And that just erodes everything that you're trying to build. Your team, the guys that you put on the site, they need to be your biggest supporter. They need to back you, not undermine you, not be pissed at you because you're not paying them enough or you're making them work crappy jobs. No, they need to be on your team, and they need to say, no, Mike's the best or you're the best. And that's why we want to work here. Because once the homeowner starts seeing them undercut you, it's over. The homeowner loses their respect for you. And then they start wondering why they're paying you that much. It becomes a disaster. So remember, homeowners are judging you from day one. So clients can feel if you're leading with leadership, like are you up or are you bent over because you're so beat up? All right. When you come in with confidence and you're calm and you're well-spoken and you have your shit together, you're going to get paid more. All right. And your crews will follow in your footsteps. If you can lead and demonstrate authority, they'll get in line and they'll respect that. All right. So you don't have to be a drill sergeant. It's not that I'm out there yelling loud and demanding my way or the highway, right? That burns people out. And the nice guy, that ends up, your crews are going to walk all over you. There's the ghost. Some people are like the ghost leader. You're never around. You're too busy doing jobs instead of leading them. That doesn't work. Crews end up having to fend for themselves. You want to be the general, right? You find the best people, you train, you equip, and you discipline. You're fair, but you lay down the law and you let them know when they're not doing what's required or what's expected, right? This creates like that warrior mentality where your crews will start respecting you if you lead from a good place. All right. And they'll want to execute for you. So now the team wants to battle with you and you guys get on the same side. Hey, we're here to fight the competition. We're here to fight cheap homeowners. We're here to fight inferior quality. And we all work together to build something that's going to last. So if you're stuck like fighting one battle at a time, day after day, then you're still kind of like in the soldier mode, right? You haven't become like that general. All right. So here's your AI prompt. You're going to ask AI, you're going to go into whether it's DeepSeek, ChatGPT, or Grok, and you're going to help it analyze your leadership style. So I tend to, and you're going to describe how you generally have been leading your team. If you've ever been nominated as a president for a club, a sport, the class that you went to school in, if at your other jobs you were ever like a team leader or group leader, what were your style like? What did people say was good and bad about you? How do you handle situations? Are you a yeller? Like, do you have all of a sudden you get triggered? Do you avoid conflict and not even want to deal with it and just put your head in the sand and hope it goes away? Are you a micromanager? Are you always nitpicking and telling them like, yeah, that ain't going to work. You got to do it this way. Do you just disappear on the job and leave the guys totally all on their own? You got to write down how you currently are leading. And then you're going to say, based on proven leadership models, show me how my style is impacting my ability to attract the best clients, the best employees, the best crews, and help it. You're going to ask it to create a personalized leadership battle plan for you to help you shift from being the way you have been, which is not effective, to being more of a general, something that's going to be competent, right? This way you're going to be able to outbid, outearn, outlast your competition. So you're also going to tell the AI agent, don't sugarcoat it. So AI tends to be friendly towards us. You don't want that. You don't want it to be your buddy. Right now, you need it to be like your supervisor and say, no, that's fucked up. You're messing this up. We need to correct that. So you ask it to be honest. And I need to hear your criticisms and I need to hear the corrections that I need to implement. You're going to use it like a mirror. It's going to show you the things to avoid. And you're going to run the prompt once a month. And you're going to start tracking your transition and your progress. Okay. So remember, like leadership really is a battle in this remodeling industry is no joke. Like it's challenging. You're constantly going to a new environment. You're always in a different homeowner's house. And there's dynamics within that neighborhood. There's dynamics within that homeowner's house. You have the dynamics within your crew. Every time you add a new member, there's dynamics within all of your subcontractors, right? You ever bring a sub on who's just a shitty negative attitude? They're burnt, they're broke, they're bitter, and it just like infects the team. You got to be looking for that with your team. You want guys that are like what they're doing. There's nothing worse than having that. It's like a cancer within your company. I don't care if they're the most talented. Sometimes it's the most talented person who is the most bitter and negative. And you just got to nix it. Get rid of them. They're not worth it because they bring everybody down. You want somebody who's going to be encouraging, likes what they do, is looking for more opportunity, right? Their skill set will evolve. They'll get better. All right. So that's pretty much everything I have for today. I appreciate you guys checking in. Those of you on TikTok, awesome. Also, be sure to get on over to our YouTube. If you would subscribe, you'll be notified when we do go live. It's every day, and you can get in on it so you're not late. And then you can also see the slides if you want. Otherwise, I don't see any questions. So that's everything. Keep in mind, a couple cool things have happened with an AI. You now can have AI do functions for you. It would act like almost your employer. Somebody's put something there. It'll almost act like a assistant for you. You can have it now do, and I'll get into that during the week. Okay, for those of you that are new to this, let me share my screen. Give me 1 second there. So a couple things that you can now do with ChatGPT specifically, it has an agent mode. So it'll start doing autonomous task handling, right? It'll help with spreadsheets, building presentations, do more in-depth research on your behalf. If you need help hunting down some material cost or suppliers, if you want to know on average what some subcontractor rates should possibly be for your area, right? If you're looking for some design ideas, these are things you can start using the AI agent to help with. It also has a deep research mode, right? So this will give you some advanced web analysis. It'll search more studies that have been done, blog posts, websites, right? And it'll carry out a much more in-depth search. And sometimes it'll take a half hour, but it's pretty amazing what it'll uncover. So there's also now the voice and the personality flex. If you saw my post from yesterday, I showed you how I can like literally just as long as you have your microphone turned on, you can now have a conversation. No more typing. It's real time. You talk, it comes back. You talk again, it gives you results, and you can just carry on a conversation as if it's a person. It's kind of crazy. And you can also start having it integrate into your calendar, email, file integration. So it's only every day getting more and more. All right. And why all this matters for remodelers, think about this. For a lot of you guys that are running more smaller teams and trying to be agile, this is going to save you a tremendous amount of time and possibly limit if you're hiring people part-time, like for your office, it's going to really start limiting either one or two things will happen. Your office person can take on more roles and do other things for you, because if they start utilizing the AI agent, it's going to eliminate the amount of time that they need to get their job done. So you have a couple ways to go. For those of you that want to expand and grow your team, you can do it now, cheaper than ever, easier than ever before. For those of you that want to streamline things, maybe cut some costs, again, you can do that like you've never been able to do before. So, all right, guys, that's everything. Appreciate you all being here. And if you're not already following the channel, please follow. We are growing one of the fastest TikTok accounts for the remodeling contractors around. And let me know any content. If there's some objections that you're getting on your sales calls, if the homeowner keeps hitting you with something in particular, reach out to me. Let me know. I will be more than happy to share some sort of a script, how I overcome it, how I've helped other remodelers and what they're saying to overcome that, right? Just sharpen your presentation so that you can get paid the money that you want. All you got to do is reach out and we will help you out. All right. You guys are the best. Take care. We'll see you next time. All right. So that's everything. Yeah. So for those of you that come on the YouTube, that's awesome. You get to see my screen. Realize that some of the other platforms are a little more interactive. For whatever reason, I seem to have more people pop in on whether we're doing like a Facebook, Instagram, or this one tonight was TikTok. So anyhow, I appreciate you guys sticking around, and I'm going to stop sharing my screen. But yeah, this week coming up, I'll get a little more into some of the newer things that are happening with AI and how you can start almost utilizing like your assistant, an employee for the company. It's really getting kind of crazy. So appreciate you all being here, and you have a good one. That's the AI update for today, day 6 of this 100 challenge. See ya.